Hey everybody, welcome to a very special end of the year holiday dev update here at D&D Beyond. If you're just tuning in for the first time and you're like, I don't know what this is, welcome to the show. D&D Beyond is a digital tool set that makes D&D incredibly easy to play. So if you've always been like on the fence about jumping in and playing the game, this is the way to do it. You just if you're like, I don't know about all them books and all that math. Neither did I as a lad who does not understand numbers or books. But D&D Beyond has made being able to get together and have fun telling stories with my friends incredibly easy. This is our dev update. This is where we chat with you every week about what's coming up and what's going on with the product. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Joe. I'm the I don't know I hate the word content, but yet it is my job. It is my job to oversee and to make the content. I am joined by a much
Content little
smarter,
lab.
more clever, more passionate, more talented, better dressed, better haircut, all the way around partner in crime and my absolute better in all things. Mellie Doucette. Mellie, so good to see you.
So good to see you too. You continue to be far too nice to me, and my ego continues to explode, and soon it will crush everyone.
It's what I do. That's the gig. So today, what are we doing? We're gonna walk through our roadmap here for the end of the year. Then we're gonna jump into a demo and Q&A for encounters. It's finally in beta. It's free to all registered users now. I was behind the subscription paywall as it was in development. Encounters refers to what was formerly the Encounter Builder and the Combat Tracker. They have now merged together. Two have become one, as the Spice Girls foretold. So let's jump into our lineup. A little bit of art here, by the way. Shout out to our Battle for Beyond artist Noe. This is his concept art for all of the monsters from Battle. I thought it'd be fun to share as we roll into our finale this Friday. Incredible artist, so cool to work with him. All that said, let's jump in. Critical Role Call of the Netherdeep is available for pre-order if you are interested in Critical Role, their world, or the deepness of Matt Mercer's Nethers. This is the book absolutely for you. Pre-order, it's going to come with all the usual really cool pre-order goodies, all that good stuff. Digital dice also available for your December perk. We got some sweet, sweet fuzzy dice ready for you all. If you're like, wow, Joe's really trying to crank through, I am. I really want to get to our encounters demo. Those are available for all subscribers right now in December. Our perks program, just like a little bit of a thank you for our subscribers throughout the year. Sometimes those perks are going to be rad digital dice. Sometimes they're just going to be free character backdrops. We just want to have something for you all every month to say thanks for being a part
I
of
mean,
the
you'd
family.
say just, but yeah, backdrops, frames. Like, I get very excited about character sheet frames. That's my favorite thing. So, everybody's got their favorite. I don't think just serves them as well as they do. I mean, I know people who love seeing the new backdrops, even if they are the high contrast backdrops that are also on this list, just jumping ahead. Just a quick, like, little accessibility thing that the team added. And then also, it's free to everybody that you can just pop on your sheet and just have kind of that deep, dark green or that deep dark red. It just really works, especially with that underdark mode. It's a really, really nice thing. So backdrops, I love.
They awfully pretty. Speaking of dice, Melly, can DMs roll dice on the app now?
DMs can roll dice on the app now, and they can see like the data from characters that they've got on the app as well. Like you kind of have like a little sort of DM screen look on that mobile app. You can see sort of the campaign view, see some data about those characters. I like to just have it up on the side on my phone. Like I kind of prop it up on my laptop so I can just see that, but run still most of the things off my laptop. It is very good. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. You can roll all those wonderful dice that you have gotten as your DM self. It's pretty nice. Check it out.
We've also I'm gonna give you all the big hitters this week because we've also got some really cool container updates. Update us on that.
Oh, are you want me to talk about that? Yeah, we got the containers
Yeah, I'm
update, and
giving
it's
you all the fun stuff,
fantastic.
and then I'm
Okay,
yeah.
great. The containers update is awesome. We finally can add those custom items on into those containers, which I know is a big thing when we first launched containers. People were like, why can't I put this custom thing that I added, this unidentified magic item, or all of my spell components that I made into just custom items? You can now. You can be like me and have every single thing that your character has ever grabbed from any weird random place, your pockets full of sand, your whatever it is, you can have them in your containers. You can organize to your heart's content. Honestly, also feel free to share that with us on social media because I love seeing how people organize their containers. It makes me very happy.
It makes you quiver because that's a container. Moving on. They're not all going to be winners. We've also got some really cool new digital dice for sale on the marketplace. In addition to the Battle for Beyond digital dice pack, the Dice of Enlightenment, which were sort of inspired by Strixhaven, our own Andrew Searles, who you'll our dice man. We need to come up with a good Andrew Dice Clay sort of kind of pun nickname for Andrew. I see someone waiting in the wings right off camera saying absolutely not. Um, not a lot of dice fans in the ball pit. All good, all good. But yeah, they're super sweet looking. Like they have this cool stained glass effect. So if you are a digital dice collector for DDB, I think you're really going to dig those. As Melly mentioned earlier, uh, folks were asking us a lot about just simple, solid color backdrops for accessibility, for vision on the character sheet. So we have delivered these free high contrast backdrops for you all. So they're super sweet. Check them out. If when you open up your character sheet decor on the character sheet, just scroll all the way down. They're at the bottom. I think there are 7, and they're all pretty. Um, Gifting continues this month when you give the gift of D&D Beyond to a friend. Which, by the way, there is no better gift when it's Christmas Eve and you have forgotten to give the nerd in your family something for Christmas, and you're screwed because Walgreens is already completely cleared out of any remaining toys that they might have had. D&D Beyond subscription. There you go. And when you give a gift, you'll get a gift. You'll get our holiday gift wrapped dice set. We also, I think they're done. The errata updates that
They
Wizards of
are,
the
yes.
Coast
Yeah.
has. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The errata updates that Wizards of the Coast released this week are now also updated here on D&D Beyond. Um, as usual with our partner, with our licensed daddy, Wizards of the Coast, we strive to present the most accurate version of their material as possible. If you're stoked about that errata, amazing. If you're less than stoked about some of the changes, it's okay. The cool thing about D&D is that it's in your brain and no one can take it away from you. No matter how many changes happen to expand the audience base, your
Unless,
D and D
they're a
is in your heart.
necromancer that takes your brain out and puts it in a jar or something. Then they might be able to take it, but
True,
the stuff will still be in there. You just won't have the brain that it came
true.
in.
I have heard that Chris Perkins comes to people's homes sometimes and burns their books, Krampus style. He's like a D&D Krampus. It's just a rumor that I've heard. Um, yeah. So all I said, the errata is updated, and then fine. Let's get in the main event. I've been rambling and ranting enough. So Melly, let's get Andrew and Tim up here, and let's start talking a little encounters beta with these sweet boys.
Heck yeah.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for
Ooh,
inviting
we
us
got
back.
everybody.
And
Hello.
I was hoping that I know I promised that I would come, and when we released Encounters Beta, I would come and demo it, show it off. But I was hoping, Joe, I don't know if you're prepared for this or not. I brought some friends, and we were going to run an encounter just to like do the thing on the show.
I mean, I usually try to keep Amy and Michael as away from other human contact as possible, just as a way to exert control. Uh, you overstepped
That's
my
what they
bounds a little
said.
bit. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, let's do it. But also, I want to say hey to Tim real quick. Tim, it's your first dev update. Welcome,
Thanks. Excited to be here.
Yeah,
Andrew.
Tim is the primary developer that helped us really do a lot of this work. So I'm really excited. He also was the one that slipped in at the final moment. It wasn't on the roadmap. It wasn't something that I was like, "Ooh, let's do it." But that is the auto updating of initiative. Putting it in there, and you'll see it. You'll see it in. Actually, let's go. Let's just jump in. You want to jump in?
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, I've got my encounters thing up here. First thing, for those that don't know, you can come right up here. You can see my encounters here, or you can come right to the tools and you can jump right in there. That's how you get to it. Then you'll get to this screen, list your encounters. I have a woeful. I don't have any named ones, but let's just do a new one. So this is what the encounter builder looks like. Super quick, super fast. First thing to do is let's add our characters. So I've got this campaign already with all of your characters. I hope these are yours. These are, not seen them, not interact with them, but yeah, these are them. So
It's a
we're
good
good.
thing that
Added those
you
in.
managed to just get those links from us and put them in there without us knowing about it.
Well, yeah, it was not prepared at all. This was not prepared. That would just yeah. Okay, so let's find a couple of monsters. So one of my favorite is the abyssal chicken, just because those are fun. And I can do this two ways. So when I'm adding these, I can and I just knew about the abyssal chicken, but I can add it either by just pushing this button a whole bunch, or you can add them in this, and that does two different things. If I add them here, that means they all get the same initiative when we do that later. If I decide to do uh, this with their multiple, then they're all going to have different initiatives, and you're just going to have abyssal chickens everywhere, just popping in and out. You can also search for monsters here through this filter. We're not going to go too far into that, but I think just to get us in, I was thinking, let's do something fun here. Let's get a bad boy here. Boom, deadly. I mean, what DM's dream is not to just kill a bunch of level 3 characters with a Tarrasque? Let's do this. Let's name this the TPK encounter. We'll do that. Safe. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So this is our summary screen. I didn't write a short summary because, here it is. But you would just, you come here, you click on it. You can run this encounter. This is also, in fact, where you would resume the encounter if the encounter does take more than, say, 2 rounds. This one might, we'll see. But I'll say run encounter. So we've got our list of characters here. One thing that I would love for my willing players who all signed up for this sort of extravaganza to roll for initiative, please. Let's watch these auto-populate, please. Let's see, we've got a couple there. Oh, someone got a 19. That bodes well. That bodes well. We've got 10s. A 22. Okay, that might work. Let's see. Let's see. So I'll scroll down here to my nice and friendly Tarrasque, and I can auto roll this. So I'm going to roll that, and he gets a 1, which you stand a fighting chance. You
Okay, so
stand
we're
a
only
fighting
going to die
chance.
at the end of the first round. Great.
All right, let's do this. So we'll just push start, and it auto aligns it all for me. So I didn't have to input any of those numbers. It came straight over from the game log. It's all lined up for me now. It's great. It's perfect. Let's see, Ferniden. What would
That's
you like to do
me.
with this Tarrasque? As it sort of is unknowingly just standing there, you've come across these jungles, and you see this gigantic monster. You have no clue what it is. You don't know. And it's just sort of sitting there minding its own business, just sort of like do. You don't know if it sniffs you yet or not. What would you like to? Would you like to start us out by poking the beast?
Yes. Well, I am a fairy rogue, so I would love to just fly up and try and stab it in the eye. Just go, "What's up, buddy?"
Okay, all right, awesome. Do that for us. Let's look at let's open up our game log. Let's take a look at those rolls as they come in.
Got my little short sword.
And
Not
a
a bad
23.
roll.
Holy cow. 23 unfortunately does not hit.
Ugh.
Because those in our chat will know that a Tarrasque has a 25 armor class. But what you have done is given it notice. It now sees this little flying thing flitting above it. It's like, oh, what's something that's my eye? Oh, something's here. So so that's at least something.
Yeah, I would just go, "Uh-oh," and that's my turn.
All right, Sir Edwin. Sir
I
Edwin.
am also going to attack. I will use my longsword.
Yeah. 15. Okay, yeah, 15. 15, as we all know now, uh, does not hit a Trask, but what it does do is pisses it off. That's true. That is true. All right, Astrid.
Oh boy. Okay. So Astrid, who is a Viking vampire lady, and also a Rune Knight, which I have literally never messed with. So I never looked at the subclass before, but I was like, let
Ooh,
ooh,
so
this could
you
be
got
fun.
spells. You got things like a
Yeah,
firebolt or
I
something?
got a couple of I got a couple of things. First, Astrid is going to use Giant's Might, which means that she becomes large. So she becomes a large
Ah.
vampire lady. Um, her attacks are going to deal an extra 1d6 damage. Um, uh, she has two battle axes, but for funsies' sake, she's just going to run and try to take a bite out of this thing's ankle with her fanged
Okay.
bite attack
Great,
and
great, great,
feed
great.
on the Tarask. Because why not? Let's shoot our shot.
Yeah.
That shot is a
19.
19.
19. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But unfortunately, we know that only pisses off the Trask. So yeah, you're now just sort of like at the ankle, just even large. You're sort of maybe the upper calf, like that. Um, Briber of the Summer Court.
Oh, yeah, I pop in, because I felt that some people were attacking a Tarask, and it's my job to protect the beasts of the material plane, and so I see this happening. I'm like, oh no, this Tarask needs to, I understand it's a threat, so I just want to fly up. I'm a fairy as well, from the
Oh,
Feywild. And
uh-huh.
I want to try and use a bit of my Swarm Keeper magic. I just kind of summon a bunch of fireflies and little baby chicks to just kind of fly on over this Tarask and just try to lull it to sleep. I just want to do like kind of
Oh
handle
yeah,
animal
let's
sort of
just,
thing to try and
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
lullaby it and bring it back to
yeah.
just chilling and being a mountain.
Okay, okay, yeah. So is that is I'm not familiar with the Swarm Keeper. Is that what do you need to roll
It's
for
not
to make
it's I just
this
want to do
Tarask?
like, like an animal
Yeah,
handling or
do
something to
do
just be
animal
like,
handling.
I'm
Let's
lullabying this thing, trying to make
let's
it
see
chill
if
so that these people don't hurt it.
let's see if you get a natural 20.
Okay. I didn't.
I think you will.
I got
No.
a 21.
So there are lots of flying things around the face of this thing. We've got a thing holding on to the ankle. We've got somebody else just sort of slashing. Um, it it's almost mesmerized. You're not sure if it is sort of calming it or if it's sort of like those sunspots that you start to see. Ooh, there's lots going on. Lots going on.
Yeah.
Thava.
It's all right, buddy. Just go to bed. It's all good.
It's okay.
Thava, unfortunately, losing touch with the efforts to calm up there is just going to see us all going excitedly into battle. I've prepared for this. I've read about this. I don't know exactly what that is, but I know it's dangerous. And I am going to run up to one of those legs. And because I want to we got to put some points on this thing somehow. So, how about I use my Gem Dragonborn breath weapon?
Oh,
If I
okay.
could get
Okay.
close enough, taking the attack action on my turn, I can replace one of those attacks with an exhalation of magical energy in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity
Which
saving
is,
throw. Okay.
yeah, gonna be a plus, what's my con? 11 plus 2, 13, please.
Okay, and you've picked one good thing because dexterity saving throw is actually not what this Trask is good at. So as you all can see, I can easily pull up the. I've accidentally hit the next button, but I've pulled up this stat block here. I can roll it straight from the stat block, and as you see there, that is a 12. So what was the
Yes! All
DC?
right. It was 13.
13. Okay, so let's do 13 points of damage to this thing.
Oh,
Boom.
no, sorry.
All right.
The only 13
You're
will
only
do.
going to take 1d10.
Oh,
but
1d10.
Oh, dang it.
let
Well,
me
yeah,
roll
roll
for
that
that
then.
damage.
This is where we find out a Trask has 7 HP.
And I took 6 of them.
Okay,
Turns
so
out like some
6.
level 20 heroes just fought this thing. They all died, but they really did whittle it down for
Yeah. Yeah, there's, like, some boots hanging out of its teeth and stuff.
us.
Um,
I got a bonus
okay, so
action if we
you've
have time.
okay, yeah, do it quickly. Bonus action.
Because I
Let's
am
see
a
it.
war cleric, I would like to use my war priest ability to make a weapon attack as a bonus action. Um,
Okay,
so I'm gonna swing at it with my little
go for
mace.
it. Yeah, you might get a 20. I think that's what it might take.
Oh, unfortunately,
Nope.
even the plus 10 that I was planning to add on this is not going to help me because that was an 8. So I will
Oh,
save my channel
man.
divinity and just swing harmlessly with my
Oh,
mace.
man.
I was very excited.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright.
Quick question for you, Andrew, from chat. As we kind of go into the Trask turn from Tatawen, what, if anything, are the players able to see during an encounter?
Yeah, at the moment, this is primarily a DM tool. Primarily a DM tool. That doesn't mean that in the future that we don't have plans for that. I think a lot of people know that being able to know if you're on deck is really important, so that way you can start preparing your turn, and it helps combat go faster. So those are absolutely things that we've thought about. For example, we could very well, as I'm going through the next and the next and the next, we could actually send little messages to people that says, "Hey, your turn is up next, so just get ready." And that way the DM myself doesn't have to say that. And people just sort of know, hey, I'm on deck, I need to get ready. Those are some of the
Totally.
examples. Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
let's take a look at what this Tarask can do here. This is fun. I hope you all are having fun. So a Tarask has got a
Love
multi attack.
dying.
It's got 5 attacks. We've got 5 people. 5 people. It makes 1 bite, 2 with its claws, 1 with its horns, and 1 with its good old tail. So we're just going to go straight down that list, straight down our initiative order. So Fernandin, you're going to take a bite attack. Uh, let's see here. It's going to get a 32, which will do.
That is a miss. I'm running some homebrew. I'm not sure if you're aware.
Okay, that'll be 41 hit points that it will do to you. So if you don't mind updating that on your sheet, let's take a look at this on our dashboard here as this updates, and we'll see what happens to Fernandin. Oh, that's sad. Um, uh, Luckily, this is not double your hit points, so you are now in death saving throws, as it is biting you in your teeth. It has you tried to stab it in its eye. It turned around and just went and is trying to eat you. Let's see, Sir Edwin the Honest. It's doing this sort of thing. It's going to reach around and claw you. It's going to get a 24 to hit you, which
Barely.
will, I assume, hit because you've got a 19 AC. I can see that up here in this area. And I will then roll 4d8 plus 10, which is 38 points of damage. Let's see you.
Yeah.
How does that sit with you?
Not good. Not well.
Yeah. And we can already see the writing is on the wall. Boom. You're out. You are out. That passive perception that I can clearly see there is no longer of use to you.
Why you
Okay,
don't
next one,
attack
Astrid.
Trask?
The next one
And
is a
just to
20.
point out, Andrew, and just to point out, that HP is now auto updating
Yeah,
as part of our
absolutely.
beta.
Yeah, so we can see that auto updating, which you think might be an easy sort of thing, but that's what ended up taking us the longest time. This is what actually ended up causing so much work between teams, and Tim can attest. It took a while for us to start trying to get this. You might not be aware, but the actual backbone that makes this happen is the game log just to the right. The game log is what connects all that through. We send messages through it, and it is what it allows us to update things in multiple parts of the system. So that's an interesting factoid. Um, but Astrid, the other claw is coming for you. Get you off of that leg. And
Melly, is there
it's a
time for just
31.
a couple other audience questions? I'm just trying to put off Astrid
Yeah, before
dying.
you die. Yeah, for
Um,
sure. We've got from
as a bonus action,
Teonian
I use
only.
host.
He's a
Day
host.
Dayon and only Stevie. I'm so sorry, my friend. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Can players manually set their initiative without rolling digital dice?
Yeah. So they can roll it themselves physically, and then they just tell you, and then you can just import it. You just input it right into that little thing. So that little box that you saw that it auto input in there takes the last initiative roll if it is rolled in the game log. If you don't roll initiative there, it stays 0, and you can just add it in yourself. Also, if
Excellent.
you have
And
some sort of mistake, you can re-roll the initiative, and it would auto-populate there too.
well,
and
and that
it's
that
worth
brings up another
noting
Okay.
question. I
that
don't remember where it went on this list, but there was also one that was about changing the order manually once you've started an encounter. Is that something that is possible to do, or how would you recommend somebody be able to do that?
Tim, you want to take
yeah,
that one?
sure. Since the combat tracker is geared towards dungeon masters, if you roll an initiative manually, then it will be up to the dungeon master to actually record that within the combat tracker. And then if you wanted to change the initiative order once you're in combat, you can just update the initiative number value there and it'll automatically sort it.
That's sweet. So people who like to do initiative every round instead of just once, that's a pretty cool option for them that you can
Mhm.
actually change that as you play.
Yep,
All
yep,
right,
yep.
so casting host as my reaction only lasted about 30 seconds, so I am resigned to my
22
fate.
damage.
I mean, that's
Luckily,
3
your
rounds
delay
or, like,
that
more rounds than that? 5 rounds?
luckily, Joe, your delay has distracted this Tarask, and it only does 22 points of damage to you, which, as I see
I'm
here,
still up, baby. I'm
you're
still
still
up.
in it. You're still in it, and you're big, and you're still big too. So as you can see, it updated to 6 here, and if the other people are still around, maybe you'll have more of a fighting chance the next round where somebody can heal
Oh,
you. Let's do
next round, I'm
Briarberry.
taking this.
Let's do Briarbear. Um,
I mean,
so
doesn't really
the
wanna
horns
attack me, I'm a
swing.
friend. Oh,
The horns swing around just violently, almost like it didn't even realize. It doesn't know what it's just reacting. Those horns come around, they hit you,
that's understandable.
29 to hit on your 13 armor class. We'll
Oh,
do
yeah.
we'll do uh come on. Oh, I have to pull it back up. That's my
Oh,
bad. 32 points of damage. So Briarberry, you are done.
yeah.
You are
Oh,
done. Let's watch
man.
that update while
Just
we
those piles of baby chicks just flying through the air, landing in a puddle on the ground.
and Thava, as you are blowing your breath weapon at the back of this thing, you realize and learn a very valuable lesson right before you are knocked out, that you do not attack from the back when it has a long tail. You don't do that. And you take, looks like 12 points, 22 points of damage. So you're up still as well. You're up still as well.
All
And
right,
that is the
we're
Tarrasque's
rallying.
turn. That is the Tarrasque's turn. So, Fernandin, you will roll a death saving throw. Sir Edwin,
I
you will roll a death saving throw.
I did just realize that I was flying, so I should already have one failure because I would have
Ooh,
fallen
that's
to
a
the
good
ground.
point. Yes, as we all know, when you
Can I
fall,
say,
you take falling
for
damage.
me, I landed in a pile of soft magical baby chicks, so I don't take 1 failure.
uh, I love it. I love it. Just sort of explain it
Excellent.
away. I like it.
Yeah.
Great. Astrid, it is
Also,
your
Melly
turn,
gets
my friend.
inspiration because Melly dressed as her character. So,
That's
inspiration for that,
true.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, all right, okay, it's time to swing with a battle axe. Here we go. Gonna crush this. 25.
Awesome. 25 does hit. If you meet it, you beat it.
Yes.
Yeah, it
Yeah, this
does.
encounter's
Um,
over. We win.
you also looks like you also got a natural 20. So you get to do some massive damage.
Uh-huh,
And you're
uh-huh,
big,
uh-huh.
Well, for a
All right,
level
so
3.
that works too.
and I'm a big lady. All right. Okay, so that is 20 plus my 1d6 of bigness. 26 total.
Well, double that die too,
20.
because it's a crit, so you get to double all your dice.
Oh yeah, do it one more
Oh,
time.
yes.
Yes. You double all dice on a
One
crit.
moment.
And Andrew, once this happens too, Mick underscore
4,
V2
baby.
would like to make
It's
this
a 30
even more
total.
difficult for us. And would like you to
Okay.
show people how you could maybe, pause this encounter, add another creature into the mix here in some
Oh, yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mick
yeah.
V2 really
Mhm.
wants to murder us.
Yeah,
Maybe
absolutely.
its
That's a
mate is very upset.
Just
yeah.
another
Well, it
quest.
might very well be. So we could absolutely pause this. Say let big cliffhanger till next week. See what happens, and then we can go back to our encounters as if we were to close out, and we can come back into it. So we've got okay now this week on the Temple Peak Keepers, which yes is TPK. Uh, we will continue our encounter with this. But before we do, let us edit that, add another Tarask in here, because this Tarask, in the week that we have missed, has said, please come help me. This might be a little more than I can handle. So let's save that. Let's add that in. And then let's resume this encounter.
And
We
Andrew,
have
maybe we can do one more thing because
yeah,
Hadnerfell
Melly.
would like say maybe introduce one more thing via manual entry. Maybe there's a baby Tarask here too. But we don't have a stat
Yeah.
block for that though. So how do we just manually enter that?
Yeah. So in combat, if there is additions in here and maybe you didn't plan for it, or maybe there's a familiar that someone popped out that you didn't know, or a swarm that ends up acting on its own, you can add that right here. You can give it stats if you want. You can say how many you want to add there. We can do multiple. Let's say that is Briar Burr's swarm. Let's say there is Baby Tarask. There we go. And we don't need to add those other details. We'll add those in. They're at the bottom. You can give them initiative, reorder it, and go from there. Melly, enough. We want to see you roll a death saving throw. Boom. No more delay.
Oh,
No
I,
more
I,
delay.
I sure. Yeah, well, I was trying. I was like, maybe I won't have to do this.
Oh,
It'll
we
be
saw.
fine.
We saw.
Um,
We saw through.
boy, yeah.
And then Thava, it's your turn. The war cleric with 5 hit points left. Do you a 1? Oh
Yeah, I got two.
no.
Good thing I didn't take that automatic fail for falling because I would just be dead.
You would just be gone.
Melly!
Yeah, for those veteran members, 3 death saving throws means you are in the great beyond. So Thava, the big choice is yours. Do you heal your friends, or do you try that last time to try to take out the monster that is a threat? That you see another Trask coming, it's got a baby on the way.
Go for the kill.
I know it's the wrong call, but I don't think we can get through this without the ranger explaining to me what to do when you see a baby Tarask. So I'm gonna have to prayer of healing. How many of these folks can I get to in a 30-foot range?
They're all within 30 feet. Yeah, they're all just sort of on top of it and around it. Everybody is. So everybody
Yeah.
gets a prayer of healing.
I need you
All right,
all by
show
my
us how
side as
much.
we all get wiped out here in a moment.
Oh, thank you. And Andrew, I have to ask, you did
And
say that the other Trask had a baby on the way. Is there a Trask in labor here? Is that why this thing is so angry?
Yes, you all have interrupted one of the most sacred Tarask moments.
Oh my
So
goodness. Well, we
Oh,
deserved
luckily,
everything
beautiful.
that's happened to us then.
yeah. All right, so Thava, how much? So 3 hit points back. Man, those dice are not
woo!
nice. Not nice.
Yeah.
Which, by the
3
way,
plus my 4, 7 each. You get 7 points. That's what we get to
7
work
each.
with.
Nice.
What I do want to point out one thing. So Amy is actually using the Beyond dice pack, and I can see that right down here with this little image here. I can click on that and see a little bit bigger image here of those beautiful dice, which, by the way, the Merdina are my favorite. And you can even click here to go to it on the marketplace. We're not going to do that. If you want to buy it, you can go and get it right there. Right there. Okay, so everybody gets their hit points back.
Designed
7.
by Andrew Searles.
Look
by
at
the way.
that. You get and it automatically updated in that amount of time in my thing. Well, I think we can all see the writing on the wall, Joe. I think we can all see the writing on the wall. This Trask is about
I'm
to
about to
go.
take this home.
its partner is about to go. The baby is it comes out swinging. Um, I don't know if we need
And
to complete the
clearly
encounter.
we realize that we help with the Trask labor, and we all survive to tell another day because we brought a
Is
brand
that
new
right?
life into the world.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we called
yeah.
that new life Encounters Beta.
I don't think I could put a stamp on it better than that, Melly. Any other outstanding questions from chat on encounters? Any ground we have
Ah,
not covered in this
well, I
terrestrial
think, Andrew,
encounter?
there's just kind of a question from a few people that comes in about asking so we can see HP, we can pull in initiative. Looking at next steps, people are asking about conditions, about seeing, death
Mm.
saves displayed there. There's lots of things, other things that people are like, well, could we have this? Could we have this? What are sort of the next steps from Encounters Beta moving into, whatever you have planned next?
Yeah, the next steps for Encounters Beta is something that, unfortunately, I can't give a whole lot of detail for, but I can say that we want to start connecting this to a broader experience for playing the game, making tactical decisions, and being able to sort of see the combat unfold in front of you. And there's lots that can entail, a lots that can go in there. Obviously, Melly, you suggested conditions, and we need to put layer actions in there. I mean, I didn't even get to the Trask layer actions because it's not in the list. I didn't even put it in there. I mean, the Trask might have even won had that happened. Um, there's lots of more things I think that we can add in as we go, for sure. The ultimately the question is how does this get out of beta, and I think that that is still unavailable for me to talk about too much.
Word, word, word. Well, hey, I want to thank Andrew, Tim. Thank you all so much for coming in. Thank you so much for all your hard work uh, uh, on bringing this into beta. It's really dope. We're so stoked that this is finally free to all users, and just as functional, as beautifully functional as it is. Thank you so much for your hard work, Michael, Amy. Thank you all for. I know both of you have a pile of work, and when I was like, "Do you want to come do this?" You were like, "Sure." I appreciate it. Um, Melly, of course, a superhero. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for being with us every week, for being a part of this community, of believing in the team and the product. Genuinely, we really appreciate it. But I also want to just thank our devs and our product team and our creators behind the scenes. As the boy on camera, I get equal parts a lot of love and a lot of positive feedback, along with some we don't like that dude, but that's fine. But the folks that I don't think get enough play and enough love is our this massive team we have that has created this tool set that you don't even download anything. It's on a browser. I know I know coming from me, it's like, well, he works there, but this is why I wanted to come work here, right? Um, in this year, the game log, shared dice, the app has come from night and today in terms of improvement. Congratulations, team. The Cleric Life domain support, containers, custom items going into containers, putting things into other things. It's huge. Encounters beta is huge. The subscription perks program. It has just been so
Underdark mode.
cool
Don't forget
to
Underdark
see rolled
mode.
out. I got a list, Melly Doucette. I'm with you. Underdark mode, the character decoration updates. We started to get back into cons this year at Gen Con and PAX U. It was so cool to actually be able to connect with people and see people again. Uh, and there's a ton, and then also just not even just our devs, but like our business teams and stuff. They've been doing so much unsung stuff in terms of customer support and e-commerce updates to the page to really support you all and give you a cool experience, not even just in your game, but like as customers. It's been really humbling to watch and be a part of. So I want to say thank you. It's been a weird year uh, for this team, a challenging year, and they have legitimately just stood up to the face of it and been like, no, you move to 2021. and it is so impressive and appreciated. Next year is going to be wild, and I'm so excited to just watch all of these teams take the ball and just run with it. And thank you all for being a part of it. Um, and as always, if your answer to all of this is neat, I don't have anyone to play with, you absolutely do. Go to our forums, go to our Discord. There are always people looking for games. If that feels like a lot, if you're anxious like I am, take that chance. It's worth it. You deserve a game of D&D. Um, Enjoy your holidays. Take care of each other. Be kind. Be nice to each other. It's a weird world out there right now. Uh, I genuinely believe D&D makes it a little better. So yeah, enjoy your holidays. We're going dark, and so that we can take some time off. We'll see you in 2022. Thanks, everybody.
It's D&D.